So welcome back to this channel once again, and in this video tutorial I'll cover how we will be reading a flat file in CL program. So let's move to the example. So first thing is to create a flat file having no DDS or SQL script for that. So for that purpose we will be using create_pf command. So say flat file name would be flat file1 in the current library, and here we will be providing the record length. So for example, I'm providing the record length of 80. So flat file1 created in library this. Now if I do dsp fd on this one, I can see I'm not given any field or record format for this. So the record format and the field name will be same, which is generated by the compiler. So you can see the member is flat file1, format is flat file1. Okay, so if I do ASPFFD on this, so I can see the field name is also the name of file flat file1, and the length would be the default, which is provided in the record length, that is 80 and of type character. Okay, so now when I will be defining this file in CL program, that is this tclf file flat file1, so I'll be using the same way as we are reading the pf. So we are checking the end of file cpf0864, and either we can use the loop method or we can use this go to or label method. Okay, now here the important thing is we are basically evaluating or fetching data from the file field name would be the same as the file name and flat file1. Okay, and we are retrieving the full data as in variable var1, which is of length 80. Since the record length of this file is 80, so I defined this variable var1 as of length 80 and of type character. Now if I want to extract the data from this 80 length field, so I would be using the %sst. Okay, we'll substring till that length, so I can do this. So let's assume I would be okay. So I'm making this change, so I am extracting the first 10 and from 11th till 10th positions of data. Okay, so let's come. So first thing is to insert data in flat file1 so that I could read that. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's all is having C. Ten. Just all would have 3. Okay, so 2 records are inserted in this flat file, and I can see that using run query. Okay, so having only one field. Now I would be compiling this program. This program compiled successfully. It's CLPGM3. So set the breakpoint at line number 1 and call this program clpgm3. Reading this file and end of file didn't reached, so I'm extracting all the data first record from the file flat file 1. Okay, so this is the data in all those 80 positions, 80 length field, and now extracting that data in var2 as a till 10 positions and in var3 bbb till from 11 till 10 position. Okay, now I'm reading again, so I'll be reading the second record, and the second record would have this value. Okay, extracting the first 10 positions, then the next 10 positions. Okay, and at last end of file reached, and this will come out. Okay, and this end of pgm. Okay, so this is what we have done for creating and reading a flat file in a CL program. Okay, so we can read more than one flat file also using that OpenID concept. So for example, I can show you those fields. So for example, if I have multiple files, so for other files I'll be using the OpenID name here. Okay, so I can give any name, depends upon me. Right now I'm not providing that, so I can do that also, and let me show you that also. So for example, flat file 1 is fl1. Okay, so what I have to do, I have to change the cfile command, and I have to use that OpenID here also. Okay, now I'll be prefixing that OpenID in each field, fl1 underscore. Okay, now let's see. So I'm doing this on a single file. You can have multiple files. In your case, just compile this. Let's debug this program again. Call clpgm3. Okay, let's see. Yes, the data is retrieved, and in var2 is this one, and again the data is this. We can see the records are read properly and extracted in variables. At last end of file reached and the program ended. So using this way we can read a multiple, or sorry, not multiple, that is a flat file. Okay, so using this way we can read a flat file. So we only have to use that flat file name, that is field name. Okay, so the field name and the record format name and the flat file name would be same. So in that case we only have to use that field length which is provided during the creation of that flat file, that is the record length, and of type character. So that's all in this video. I thank you and have a nice time.